Hello everyone, welcome to Wloclawek. I'm Darren Kilfera. This key BCL Group B encounter between the Telenet Antwerp Giants and the host team from Poland, Anwil Wloclawek. Both of these teams coming into this contest with 1 win and 3 losses. You could just about call it a loser leaves town match, as both of these clubs joint bottom of Basketball Champions League Group B. You see the scores from yesterday's games. Texut Banderma moving up to 2 wins and 3 losses with the win on the road at Rasta Vechta. Vechta now 3-2, and then Ilan Bernays, the French club, also moving up to 2 wins and 3 losses, having knocked off Hapoel Bank Yehav Jerusalem, their first loss of this year's Basketball Champions League. So one of these two clubs could well get left in the dust as things settle down there. You can see the group table. Both of these clubs with a game in hand on most of them ahead of them in the table, as you see the other game today between AEK Athens and San Pablo Burgos. That actually underway with AEK onto an 11-point lead at the end of 1 quarter. But this figures to be a contrast in styles. Antwerp plays a bit more of a sedate game. Wloclawek likes to push the tempo. And then you see the Antwerp squad. They basically play with an 8-man rotation. Figure that the starters will be Owen Klaassen, Hans van Ween, Victor Sanders, the American, Vincent Castelot, and Dennis Doncourt, possibly Luka Rupnik. Those are the big 6 really for Antwerp, supported by Dave Dudzinski and Ibrahima Faye. Wloclawek goes a little bit deeper with their rotation. Take a look at their lineup here momentarily. Chris Dow, Ricky Lido, Chase Simon and Tony Roten, the 4 Americans involved. Sean Jones, by the way, the number 21 there, just signed with Anvil on Friday, having left Boulazac Dordogne in France on the 8th of October. Never played a game for the French club after moving from Hapoel Unet Holon in the summer. Jones also a Kosovan citizen. He actually plays international basketball for Kosovo. We'll talk about him a little bit more later. But Roland Freymanis, the Latvian, Mikhail Sokolovsky, the Pole, and the Serbian Milan Milovanovic. The main weapons in Igor Milicic's arsenal. You see the Anvil coach there on their bench. Just about ready for both teams to be introduced. The starting lineups. Anvil currently tied for 3rd in the Polish Basketball League, the PBL. 5 wins and 2 losses on their season. They have scored by far the most points of any club in the PBL, averaging 97.7 points per game. Antwerp, well, technically they are tied for 7th in the Euro Millions Basketball League, the Pro Basketball League in Belgium, but they have played 2 fewer games than everyone else. They are actually 4-0. Perfect start to their domestic season. See the Antwerp players coming out into the center of this court. Very well attended arena, by the way, in Hala Mistrov. Capacity of 4,200. We will be close to capacity again in the Basketball Champions League tonight. As you see Igor Milicic there, getting the troops fired up before the Wloclawek players come out onto the court. Wloclawek last year 7th in their Basketball Champions League group, ahead of only MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. Top of that group was UCAM Murcia, the Spanish club, but they lost to Antwerp in the round of 16. Very surprisingly, Telenet Giants, the surprise package of last year's Basketball Champions League, all the way to the semifinals before getting knocked out by Iberostar Tenerife. Beating Brose Bamberg in the 3rd place game. So this is one of the medal-winning clubs in last year's Basketball Champions League that Anwil is hosting today. But it's a hard act for Antwerp to follow. And if they have any real designs on making waves in this year's Basketball Champions League, really needs to start here with a road win tonight. They have lost 6 of their last 7 away games in the Basketball Champions League. Their last away game at AEK Athens on the 30th of October, they only scored 51 points, losing by 11 in Greece. At the 3rd lowest total of any club in this year's Basketball Champions League. Antwerp's lowest ever points tally in the competition. Look there at Victor Sanders, the 24-year-old shooting guard, at his college ball with the Idaho Vandals in the Big Sky Conference. That's Owen Klassen, turned 28 on Halloween, the Canadian international. Played in the World Cup in China this summer. Klassen had 14 points and 8 rebounds in his last game in this competition. The 81-74 loss to Facta last Wednesday. As Ricky Lido showing off for the cameras. He's a bit of a volume shooter. We'll get to his statistical details as we move on. As you see, our refereeing crew, the French Nicolas Maestre, the Turkish Kerim Baki, and the Czech Ivor Mejcek. Our officials here in Poland. And the final preliminary is just being tidied up, and we will be underway. The opening tip-off in about 3 minutes' time. You see the starting 5. It is as we expected. Klassen, Van Ween, Sanders, Kestelut, and Rupnik kicking things off for the visitors here. As you take a look at Christophe Bekin in his first season as a head coach. After 2 years as an Antwerp assistant, he holds the record 137 appearances for the Belgian national team as a player. 3-time Belgian Player of the Year. Played most of his career with Spirou Charleroi, although he did have a pair of seasons with Antwerp himself. And the Anwil starters, Dow, Lido, Simon, Freimanis, and Jones. So Sean Jones straight in at the sharp end of the Wloclawek lineup, the former Conference USA Player of the Year with Middle Tennessee State back in 2014. He was signed by the Miami Heat in the NBA for preseason action in the autumn of 2014, but did not graduate to the senior squad for the NBA club in South Florida.
Don't come to so they can hedge on him. And Sean, you follow the roll. I want deep screen. Chase, wait for the deep screen. And you, Chris, accelerate when Sean goes through. Accelerate here like you look for him. Then, Ricky, you go back door. Come here. Chase, come off the stagger. Let's go. We don't do 1, 2, 3. Wait. Go. Get it.
Just a few words there of coaching from Igor Milicic, as both teams just about ready to kick things off. Again, both of these clubs 1 win and 3 losses in the BCL thus far this season. Whoever loses tonight will be dead bottom of the group, albeit only a game out of 4th place and the final qualification place in BCL Group B. Yesterday's results really muddling up the table. You've got Hapoel Jerusalem 4-1, Pasta Facta 3-2, AEK Athens 3-1 playing right now. They currently with the lead, looking to go top of the group with Hapoel Jerusalem. You've got San Pablo Burgos 2-2 underway in that game against AEK. Milan Bernays and San Pablo Burgos, Texud Banderma, the three clubs with 2 wins in the BCL, and Antwerp and Anwil both with just the 1 win. And here we go. Anwil in their home white jerseys with the blue and green trim. Antwerp, their road blacks. Really good atmosphere, as is customary here in Wloclawek. BCL Group B action is underway as the tip stolen by Chase Simon. First possession for the hosts. Dow finds Simon. Instead of cutting, he backs away for the 3-point shot for Lido. Swish! Ricky Lido only shooting 25% from the field in this year's BCL before tonight, but a perfect start for him. The confetti falling and the pass skittering out of bounds from Antwerp. Mistake there from Owen Klaassen. And so Lido to inbound front court for Anwil. Now working on Rupnik. 17-footer rattles around and in from Sean Jones, his first BCL points. Lead is 5 for Anwil. And the ball out of play in a disjointed offensive possession. Just needs to steady the ship here a little bit, you feel. Victor Sanders thought he had Vincent Kestelot boxing out. There's a little full court pressure here from Antwerp, but now backing off. And Dow, who played in Israel last year himself, drives the lane. The running one-hander gets to the bottom of the hole. 7-0 start in this game for Anwil Wloclawek. Rupnik now for 3 at the other end. Misses. Rebound pulled down by Sean Jones. Fancy dribbling by Dow. The alley-oop is pushed home by Jones. He's got 4. Timeout Antwerp. 9-0. The start for Anwil Wloclawek. It's a timeout you've absolutely got to take if you're Christophe Begin. See only 1 shot attempted this far by Antwerp. 4 for 4 from the field for Anwil. 3 for Lido, 2 for Simon, 2 for Dow, 2 for Jones. And misattributed one of those buckets for Anwil Wloclawek. Crowd with plenty of reasons to make some noise at the start of this game. As Luka Rupnik will handle the point guard duties, bringing the ball front court. Solid screen set by Klaassen. Rupnik for 3, way short. Air ball, in fact. Wanted a foul, not getting one. Lido strong to the hoop, gets the roll, and it's 11-0 for Anwil Wloclawek. Lido now with 5 to lead all scores. Sanders inside Kestelot. Here's Van Wayne. Van Wayne, the Euro step. Outside with only one on the shot clock. The release is tipped short and shot clock violation. Just not happening for the Giants right now, coming up small in Poland. Not yet 2.5 minutes in as the backcourt foul by Franz Blyenberg in for substitution for Antwerp. The 19-year-old Blyenberg only in his second senior season with Telenet Antwerp. And averaging 14 minutes a game in the PCL thus far this season. Up top, Simon drives. First miss from the field for Anwil. Rebound pulled down by Van Wayne. Now a three-point attempt, then tipped home. Missing was Sanders, but Kestelot first on the board for Antwerp. 11-2 now for Anwil as Simon holding things up, finds Dow. Chris Dow, the Louisville, Kentucky native. Three-pointer outside is missed by Roland Freymanis, the big Latvian, popping outside but missing. There's Blyenberg. Into Van Wayne, he misses, but good boxing out Kestelot. Blyenberg trying to play pick and roll with Klaassen, but instead for three, Kestelot misses. Rebound Dow. Dow outside, good look for three, got it for Chase Simon. .38.5% from three last season, Chase Simon with Anwil. And at the other end, bucket down from Victor Sanders. Sanders to the hoop and the harm as well. So a three-point play possibility here for Victor Sanders, who had 13 points and 5 assists on Sunday in the Belgian League against Okapi All-Star. Can't get the free throw to rattle down. Not the best free throw shooter coming into this game, only at 61.5% on the year. Small sample sizes and all that, but here's the NBA distance three, bottomed down by Lido. Lido never afraid to release a shot, as a foul committed by Jones on the perimeter for Anwil. Ricky Lido averaging nearly 14 points per game in all competitions this season, but not doing it efficiently until tonight. As you see the other big American, I beg your pardon, that's the Polish Szymon Szewczyk coming in, number 33 for Anwil. Good look inside, but not able to get the ball up and in. Klaassen draws the foul on Freymanis. Dish from Blyenberg, getting some meaningful minutes in the early going here. Trip to the free throw line coming up for Klaassen, who has not been shooting well from the charity stripe this season, barely over 50%, but gets a kind roll there. Was over 77% from the line last year with Ludwigsburg in the German league, and only gets 1 of 2 here. So the Polish lead remains at 12. Lido. Give and go with Szewczyk. Lido pulls up from 3. He's feeling it right now, but misses that shot long. Here comes Sanders front court. Sanders driving. and scoring nicely with the left hand, Victor Sanders. Sanders now with 4 in the game. Down to Fremanes. Now goes it alone. The reverse misses. Rebound Klaassen. Sanders, one against the world, pulls out. Reset this offensive possession. And Wayne backing in. Outside, Lionberg, good look, far corner. The three-pointer is long from Pestalot. And a foul underneath on the box out. Committed there, I think, by Szymon Szewczyk. Szewczyk with 11 points and 5 rebounds against Dylan Bernays in the 95-87 win on game day 3. Guarding Klaassen on the perimeter. Lionberg. Skip past Dudzinski for 3. Dave Dudzinski. Big bucket that for Antwerp. Just starting to feel their way back into this contest. They trail by 7, having been as many as 12 points behind. Roten drove the lane. Instead, the long shot from Szewczyk. No. Not a good possession there for Anwil. Just under 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Sanders. And is that a kick? It was, not a foul on Szewczyk. So Antwerp just nibbling at the Wloclawek lead. Sanders tied up, but pops for the three-point look. Dudzinski again, 2 in a row for Dave Dudzinski. Very good three-point shooter, Dudzinski. Played in the Patriot League with Holy Cross in the American collegiate system. As Lido now driving himself, wild shots. That's the downside of Lido. When he's on, but see push-off look from Sanders. It's going to be Blyenberg missing for 3. He could have narrowed the lead to only 1 as the quick pass front court, the slam for Lido. That's a high percentage shot. Lido had 16 points on Friday in the big win for Anwil over Gliwice in the Polish league. Rebound pulled down by Lido himself. Drive as Simon goes down. Foul committed by Vincent Castellans. First free throws of the game coming up for Anwil, I believe. And splitting the defense. It's Tony Roten, beg your pardon. Tony Roten, second most points through the first 4 BCL game days this season in the paints. Only Siobhan Thompson of Philo Oostend, the other Belgian club in the BCL, had scored more coming into yesterday's action. Bricked both free throws, though. Rebound clutched by Dudzinski. The Wloclawek lead is 6, but it's soon to be more as quickly front court Szewczyk, the layup, pops against the dunk off the Antwerp turnover. Lionberg getting a lot of ball handling responsibilities here in the first quarter. Strong drive by Ibrahima Faye, who's checked into the game for Antwerp, drawing the foul. The Senegalese international Faye. Not good body positioning there on the baseline. That's actually Christophe Sulima committing the personal foul. See the steal there for Tony Roten, the former first-round draft pick of Memphis in the NBA. By missing his first free throw attempt. 65% career from the free throw line. Can't get the second one to go either, so Anvil's lead is 8. Just over 2 minutes left in the first. Shevchik on the perimeter, gets it back, but he had stepped out of bounds taking possession off the pass from Simon. 36-year-old Shevchik ought to know better. Feet positioning there. First turnover of the evening for Anvil. As the drive to the hoop, the Euro step, and another foul. Sanders will go to the line. A bump there by Simon. And Sanders, average free throw shooter, 68% on his career. And 16.6 assists and 4 rebounds in Antwerp's 1 win in the Group B action thus far against the Turkish club Bandırma. Out goes Castellots. First free throw up and in by Sanders. Second free throw missed, but gets his own rebound, driving to the hoop. Wild shot, rebound. Still fighting for it, and it's won nicely by Blyenberg. He'll get the ball back. The alley-oop is missed. That was not a good pass. And then at the other end, quickly in for the sky jam by Roten. Elevation from Tony Roten. Polish lead is 9. 5 backing in. Skip past Van Wayne. Good ball movement here to Blyenberg. He drives. Good dish. 5 goes up and in. First bucket of the game for Ibrahima. Foul 5. And a very nice look by Franz Blyenberg. Behind the back look for Shevchik. He drains the 3. Roten with a pretty assist. 6'10" Shevchuk bottoming the 3. 9 on the shot clock. Is outside the pass from Van Wayne. 5 drives, draws the foul, but can't get the bucket to go. Only 3 on the shot clock there. Now, the biggest lead of the game for Wloclawek was 13. They were up 17-4 in this game. Antwerp then went on a 9-0 run to get right back into it, but Poles extending their lead here right at the death of the first quarter. And Shevchik checks out. Back to the charity stripe. He's now missed 3 free throws in a row. Finally gets one to go. The Wloclawek lead is 9. Roten, Toledo, Ricky Lido bringing the ball front court. 5-second difference between shot and game clocks here. Alley-oop, slam dunk. Down big by Tony Roten. More points in the paint for the former Philadelphia 76er. Lead back to double figures for Anvil with 7 seconds left in the first quarter. 5 Back to Sanders. Wild three is short off the front rim, and that will do it. Some highlight reel stuff from Anwil Wloclawek in that first quarter. They do what they always do, score lots of points. And the defense holding up their end of the bargain as well. 28-17 for Anwil Wloclawek over Telenet Antwerp Giants. After one quarter of action in the Hala Mistrov Arena. Highlights from that first quarter. Ricky Lido leading all scorers with 10. On 4 of 6 from the field. Very different to his previous Basketball Champions League performances, where he was 12 for 48 from the field. We've got Roten with 4, Chase Simon with 5, Shevchik with 5 for Anwil. Budzinski, his pair of three-pointers, giving him 6 points and leading all Antwerp scores. Victor Sanders with 5, but only on 2 of 6 shooting. Chris Dow, 2 points and 3 assists for Anwil. And Blyenberg seeing 7 minutes of action in that first quarter. He had 3 assists, but also a pair of turnovers. Roland Freimanis, by the way, with 2 personal fouls. That's why we haven't seen as much of him in the first quarter. 7 fouls in that first quarter for Anwil, only 2 for Antwerp. That's really the only statistical advantage that the Giants have as things stand. And it's Don Korda inbounds for Antwerp, and we get the second quarter underway with Luka Rupnik checking back in. Slovenian outside to Budzinski. Van Wayne. Look for Fai, and he's tied up going to the hoop. Foul committed by Milan Milovanovic, checking into the game, the 6'10" Serbian for Anwil Wloclawek. A shooting foul. You could argue that that was one continuous motion heading up to the hoop. Fai, but probably just as well from his perspective. Won't have to shoot any more free throws as the layup up and in from Van Wayne. It's Van Wayne, his entire career spent in the Belgian league. Apparently, sponsorship reasons, the Euro Millions Basketball League. Lido, the leaner, and he's going to get 3 free throws for it. Donkor jumping outside, committing the personal foul. Donkor lives to shoot from 3-point distance, but defense on the perimeter maybe a little bit more suspect. And Lido trying to extend his scoring lead in this game. Swishes the first. 77% career free throw shooter, Ricky Lido. Lido went to Providence in the Big East. Committed there out of high school, spent 1 year academically ineligible, and then just declared for the NBA draft. So he did not play a single minute of NCAA basketball. Former McDonald's All-American. He gets all 3 free throws to drop, so he's got 13 in the game. And the Wloclawek lead is 12. Rupnik to Van Wayne. Corner 3 is up, but not in. That was Budzinski's first miss from distance in this game. Mikhail Sokolovsky winning the rebound, and Anwil a chance to build upon a 31-19 scoreline. Lido, good push on the pass. The reverse layup is missed. Driving to the hoop, Sulima. And that was not a controlled offensive possession by Luka Rupnik. Just getting a bit sloppy here as that three-pointer is long. Rebound 5. Dudzinski again from 3, got it. Big bucket for Dave Dudzinski. He's now got 3 three-point buckets in this game. Dudzinski in his 3rd season with Antwerp, having played for Steaua Bucharest previously. The Elburn, Illinois native leading all Antwerp scores. Bring the Anwil lead down to single figures.
Guys, let's not, when we are playing fast, but when we have to swing back, try to commit fouls to stop them. Or match up. You cannot be that we're watching. Match up.
Interesting stat right there for a team trailing by 9 points. Partly because Anwil has been shooting at such a high clip in this game. 12 for 20 from the field, 60%. And score second chance points when the first chances are all going in. For their part, Antwerp only 8 of 21 from the field. Dudzinski is 3 of 4 from three-point land, but the rest of the team 0 for 9. It's not a recipe for basketball Champions League success, as Lido will take the inbound for Anwil. Anwil in the white jerseys, Telenet Antwerp Giants in the black, with Lido holding outside. Roten, good look inside to Sulima, but he can't force the layup home. Rebound plucked down by Van Wayne. Three-point look from Doncor. He misses just long. Good rebound on the perimeter. Taken back to Rupnik. Goes inside to 5, but basket will not count. He was bumped by Anwil Wloclawek. Anwil Wloclawek acquired from Treffy Sopot, the Polish league, in the summer, but not really scoring as Anwil would have hoped he would thus far this season. Averaged 12 points a game last year with Sopot, but nearly half that this year. His three-pointer from outside is long. Rebound quickly up and in. Dudzinski, right place, right time. He's into double figures. Antwerp back within 7. Roten into the walk there just beyond half court. Roten gets it back, posting up on Rupnik. Got the size advantage, good dish. That controlled cleanly, and the bunny not in from Anwil Wloclawek. And down goes Rupnik. Foul committed by Sokolovsky. His first personal foul this game. That's 10 fouls on the night for Wloclawek. Antwerp doing what they need to do in this game. It's not quite a must-win, of course. It's still early in the BCL group stage. But having weathered that ferocious start from Anwil, starting to work their way into the game, and that up and in from Van Wayne. He nearly had a double-double in Antwerp's one BCL win thus far this year. Three-point shot from Roten is long. Rebound tip to Fai. Antwerp again moving forward. Rupnik, three-pointer. Dudzinski rattled around and out. Sokolovsky pulls down another board. Going coast to coast, but impeded by Fai. Basket will not count. First personal foul for Ibrahima Fall-Fai, with his full name. Fai averaged 9 points per game for Senegal in the World Cup in China this summer. Sokolovsky posted up is Sean Jones. Puts the ball on the floor, but gets away with it as Raymond is back in. Up and in. Latvian on the score sheet. And Polish lead is 7. Pass not controlled cleanly by Van Wayne. Budzinski. Long three for Rupnik. No, and the rebound underneath. Good boxing out by Fai. I think he was fouled by Jones. So again, the foul's mounting. You see the hands all over Fai from Sean Jones, the Anvil new boy. Budzinski outside. Off the inbounds. Corner three from Van Wayne. Long again. Still the threes won't drop, but Budzinski can't get the bunny to go. Rebound for Imanis. And the foul outside by Donkor on Roten. First foul you see there on Dennis Donkor, the 28-year-old Belgian. Simon a long way from the basket. Roten plays inside and out. You see him controlling this offensive sequence. Behind the back, and basket will not count. Travel the call. Roten not happy. It's a little bit harsh for me. Dribbled it off his hip, but got it back and seemed like he was fully entitled to go to the hoop there. Rupnik give and go. And the turnover, Roten with the steal. Now he moves front court. Drives and in and one. That's the best of Tony Roten. Donkor's second personal foul. Roten flexing in celebration, and with a free throw, he could restore the double-digit lead for Anwil Wloclawek. Roten now with 6 points and 2 assists, as checking back into the game, Victor Sanders. Donkor goes out with those 2 fouls. Free throw short, Body English not helping. Rebound Klaassen. Canadian back into the game for Antwerp. Rupnik, though, still controlling things at the point guard position. It's Klaassen strong up, but not in. Rebound yanked down by Jones. And Wloclawek strong to the hoop, but Roten can't finish. And then commits the foul on Rupnik. And a little testy exchange there. First foul for Roten. You see Rupnik entitled to take exception there, as 6'1" Slovenian looking up at the taller Roten. So Roten will sit. Free throws at the other end. Technical foul as well, Tony Roten. Rupnik to the line. Good form, good bucket. 76% career free throw shooter in European action Luka Rupnik, who came to Antwerp from Montekid Fuenlabrada in the summer. Checking back in Castellot for the Giants. So that was the technical foul. Now back to the normal free throws. First one in for Rupnik. This for the over-the-back foul on Roten. Free throw shooting not great for either team. Anwil only 3 for 6. Antwerp 5 for 11. Make it 6 for 12. So 3 in a row. 2 different incidents there for Luka Rupnik. And the lead is turned back to 6. Dow looking inside for the cutting Jones, but hand of Dudzinski in the way. Dave Dudzinski had 20 points and 8 rebounds at AEK Athens on game day 3. 20 of the only 51 points scored on that occasion by Antwerp, as the bucket up and in by Freymanis for the Poles. Three-point look, Van Wayne misses. Jones tips the rebound to Dow. Long outlet pass. Oh, clever play by Freymanis. Dropped the ball down to dribble instead of going up first time. So 4 quick points for the Latvian Rolands Freymanis. Always sending players forward. Get the rebound. You're going to have another player no more than 25 feet from the opposition basket, it seems. And so another timeout taken by Christophe Bekin.
Hey guys, please, somebody shot all the time. They can have an open layup like that. You have to make 1 and 2 have to be back, guys, in transition. Or if I see I don't care, but someone has to be back, guys. Come on. You cannot get every time fucking 2 easy points like that all the time, guys. Hey, stay cool, guys. It's a long game. Step by step, okay? Let's go, man. Hey, 4 minutes. We go one time.
You see Rolands Freymanis, 36 times he's played for the Latvian national team. 24 points for Latvia and a win over Bosnia-Herzegovina in the 2013 Eurobasket tournament. His best national team performance. One of the many new players with the Wloclawek squad this season. He spent last year with Ufestos Limno in Greece. Actually never finished 2 full seasons consecutively at the same club, Freymanis. He likes to wander. Whether he likes to, whether it's by choice or by contractual difficulty, not quite sure, but 4 big points for him. The Wloclawek lead is 10. With under 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Six on the shot clock as Dudzinski penetrates. Right-hander up and in. Dudzinski remaining the most potent offensive weapon, as he now has 11 points. Lead is down to 8. Three-pointer from Simon misses. Long rebound plucked by Van Wayne. Dudzinski the give and go. Van Wayne. Plenty of time here as the running one-hander not in from Castellot. Ball, I think, off of Freymanis. He looks frustrated. So the possession will remain. Telling that Antwerp Giants. Sanders given space to shoot for 3, missing again. The 3-point shooting, 3 for 20 now from Antwerp in this game. It's almost miraculous. They're only down by 8 points at this stage. The other end, Wloclawek shooting 55% in the game from 2 and 3 points. 2 on the shot clock. Running out of time. Is that shot going to count? Didn't go in from Jones anyway. Rebound Castellot. that ball comes back off of Sanders as he drove through the lane. Good stand-up defensive positioning there by Michal Sokolovsky. It was the best moment of the game for Anwil. Not really happening for Victor Sanders. 2 of 7 from the field, 5 points, 2 turnovers now. And last year's Cinderella Champions League club, Antwerp, is really up against it in this first half. Driving to the hoop, denied Dow, but the foul committed. And is down to the deck hard. Foul called on Klassen, not much in that. It's the slightest of bumps. But the foul called, and Dow will go to the free throw line. Chris Dow, an excellent free throw shooter, 85% last year in the Israeli league. But as I say that, he misses here. Dow, a former Elan Bernays player, one of the other clubs in this Basketball Champions League Group B. Club that Wloclawek would catch with a win here tonight on 2 wins and 3 losses through 5 BCL games. As we approach the final 2 minutes of the opening half at the Hala Mistrov Arena in Wloclawek. Victor Sanders calling for the screen from Robbie Rohiers, who's just checked in, the 22-year-old Belgian. Foul on Shevchik, however, and that'll be his second of the night. Well, I didn't see anything there to draw the foul. It's actually the Shevchik's first, as Rohiers makes the first free throw. Very much a bit part player in this year's BCL, Robbie Rohiers. Only his 3rd game, only averaging 2 points per game in 6 minutes of action. And this is the second free throw. Now goes down. Manages to shuffle the ball along to Shevchik. Now his jersey tugged by Sanders, but pulls up the 3 way short. Rebound fought for one, Sokolovsky, and he gets the bunny up and in. Michal Sokolovsky, the Polish international, restores the double-digit Wloclawek lead. Budzinski does well to save that Sanders pass. 5 on the shot clock. Sanders, finger roll in. Nice drive from Victor Sanders. He now has 7 points. 8 points to lead. Lido driving. Held up, wanted a foul, didn't get one there. Defense from Budzinski as Van Wayne the other end. Rohiers in to Castellot. Not sure what he was trying to do there in the lane. Did not finish strong as Wloclawek, inside the final 25 seconds of this first half. Lido will take his time. Leading scorer in this game with 13 points, Ricky Lido. Driving, fouled. Can't get the bucket to go, but with 10.5 seconds left, Lido will shoot a pair. First foul of the game on Rohiers. He played with the Leuven Bears last year in the Belgian league. Lido was in China last year with the Beijing Ducks. Started the season actually with Bonreggio Emilia in the Italian league. That's that free throw in. Reminder that Anwil led early and led often in this game. They got off to an 11-0 run to start proceedings. As Sanders, the step back for three, misses, continuing the horrible shooting in this first half as the desperation heave nearly in at the buzzer from Jakub Karolak. So the lead remains at 10 points. Anwil Wloclawek always in control of this game, never up by fewer than 4 points in that first quarter, and stretching the lead out to as many as 13. 10 points probably about right on the balance of play. You can see that Antwerp winning on the glass, but just not getting the shots to fall. Anwil settles in at 50% from the field in the first half. Antwerp 12 of 37, only 32.4% for them. And 3 for 21 from outside, as you see Lido leading all scorers with 15 for Anwil, 13 for Dave Dudzinski off the bench. Former Holy Cross player getting hot. And Antwerp still within touching distance. Certainly playing better after the first salvos from Anwil in this game. Dudzinski warming up from outside. He's 3 for 5 from outside, which means the rest of the club 0 for 16 from three-point land. That's not going to cut the mustard. See some more of the Giants highlights from the first half. But in truth, it's Wlocławek's game to win or lose from this point. Remember, both teams trying to avoid being bottom of BCL Group B after 5 game days. This will be the last game to finish in Group B in this current week of international action. As this highlight montage draws to a close, we're going to take a quick break for this halftime intermission. I'm Darren Kilfera. Hope you've been enjoying this wide open contest from the Hala Mistrov Arena in Wlocławek. Our score after 20 minutes, it's Anwil Wlocławek 44, Telenet Giants Antwerp 34.
Very good transition for Paris Lee. Lee throws it out him. Oh, my Lord. Connects with it. Taylor got the love. Paris Lee threw it up, and it was a throwdown.
Neptunus in the white. Neptunus start with a basketball. Come off the two screens. Great curve right down the lane, and he just flushes it for two. What a start. Elias just went down hard and said thank you.
Solomon going to go to work against Margaritis. Oh, lovely crossover inside, and he puts down the poster, knocking Sarakopoulos to the floor. Oh, that's a power move to the basket. Just too much for Pauk to handle. Look at Sarakopoulos here. He ends up with his backside on the hardwood. Beautiful handoff, and then just a hammer throw by Madsen. Well, we know he's got the jump shot, and now he shows us he's got some hops.
Frankie Ferrari steps back now, gets in, puts it up. Oh, that was the playground move, baby. Looked like he was going to step back and attempt a three, then he went in and put it up, releasing it with one hand. Look at that. He wowed his own teammates.
Jacobin Brown trying to lead the fast break, goes coast to coast. Oh, what a pass behind the back. Jacobin Brown adds himself to the highlight reel. It's Solomon Bramo who makes the two.
Extra pass, great scramble. Smith, little handle off the glass for two is sweet. Just ghosts past the defense. Upstairs, oh, what a play. Brown orchestrates. Justice keeps it alive, knocks it away, chance to run for Zaragoza. Nice pass, beautiful finish. And Radovic gets the two. Super finish, super play.
Thompson on the roll, wide open, and Thompson hammers it home. Gives a look to the bench. Doesn't react at all in a day's work for Siobhan Thompson.
Hello again from the Hala Mistrov Arena in this Basketball Champions League Group B encounter. I'm Darren Kilfera. And our halftime score, Anwil Wloclawek 44, Telenet Giants Antwerp 34. A game that the Poles have led right from the off. 11-0 run to start the game. It's been even pretty much since then, but Anwil has never been fully pegged back. Antwerp has their work cut out for them in this second half to keep from falling to 1-4 as we approach the third mark of BCL group action. I suppose there's 14 games in the group stage per side, so we are crossing the third of the way through mark. So plenty of time to move up and down the table, become one of the top 4 teams to advance to the round of 16 in knockout stage two-legged action. But probably worth reminding you that Antwerp last year finished 4th in BCL Group C with a 7-7 record. That's all they needed. Actually, they finished 2 games ahead of Liet Kabelis, the Lithuanian club, in 5th place at 5-9 in that group. So they had one more game that they could have afforded to lose, and they still made it through. Faced the top seeds from Group A, Murcia, and knocked them off 152 to 145 over the two legs. Convincingly dispatched Nizhny Novgorod, who had put out Umana Rea Venezia. All the way to the semifinals, which were in the Sport Paleis in Antwerp. Got to host the Final Four in the Basketball Champions League, but they were dispatched by Tenerife for winning that third place game over Brosa Bamberg. Antwerp, the reigning Belgian Basketball Cup champions. They won it for the first time in 12 years last year. Wound up losing in the PBL finals to Philo Oostend, 3-1. So couldn't complete the domestic double. Anwil 7th in BCL Group A last year. They are trying to work their way back up the European ladder this year. We've seen just how they can score so many points. In fact, they're a bit off their usual pace here tonight. They had 118 against GTK Gliwice at the weekend in domestic action. 94 in their loss to Hapoel Jerusalem last week in the Champions League. Topped 100 points several times this season already. In domestic action, you see how they like to push the tempo, and they're pushing it pretty well this far. The possible complaint is their lack of offensive rebounds. They've had only one in this game. So they're not getting the second chance points, but again, you're shooting pretty well. Get fewer chances than your opponents do. Antwerp with the rebounding advantage, but not putting it to any use.
Hey, come out like this, get the ball over here. So that is like on our elbow is a nice handle. Immediately handle, you follow.
Milicic you hear there. He's now a Polish citizen, the 43-year-old Croatian by birth. Played with Anwil Wloclawek back in the 2002-2003 season. Also had a year in Belgium with Dexia Mons Hainaut. So he knows the ins and outs of Belgian basketball better than some. Final huddle from Antwerp. As it will be Anwil to inbounds to start this second half. Lido to take it. Anwil looking to build upon their advantage. Dave Dudzinski, probably the only player with license to shoot on sight for Christophe Bechin. Starting this second half with so many outside shots failing to drop. And the crowd a little bit slow to return to watch proceedings here at the Hala Mistrov, as first possession sees Simon dropping the ball off to Dow. Skip pass to Simon, far side for three, missing. Good tip by Fai on the rebound. Taking down Dudzinski, as here's Victor Sanders. Sanders around Simon. Sanders into the lane, the floater. No, rebound. Pulled down by Dow. Three-point shot is long, and the rebound will come down to Van Wayne. Sanders helped defense from Jones as the running one-hander up and in from Van Wayne. Almost seemed to be on his way down there, guarded by Jones, but Van Wayne makes the bucket count as Lido pops outside. Always thinking about a shot. Instead, good dish to Dow in the corner. He goes in and gets the hoop and the harm. The Euro step from Chris Dow. Fouled by Phi. And a chance for the three-point play. And 28 points last year in the Israeli League against Maccabi Rishon LeZion. Tops for him playing for Ironi Ness Ziona. As Sanders across to Van Wayne. Three-point look for Kestelot. Swish! Finally, someone other than Dave Dudzinski striking from distance for the Giants. Lead is now 8 for Wloclawek. Dow loses control of the dribble, goes down on his backside. Three-point shot, Freymanis misses. Rebound, I think that should be a foul against Jones, sinned against rather than sinning. And Sanders adjudged to have been in the wrong there. Jones dragged out of bounds. Oh, no, they went the other way, I beg your pardon. I thought that should have been a foul against Sanders. Not called that way, so Antwerp can nibble into the Anwil lead again here as Phi into the lane. Dudzinski from 18 feet. Swish! Dudzinski up to 15 points. Lead is now 6. Freymanis. Space inside, but passes rather than shooting. And a good look down the court. The slam in from Kestelot. The lead down to 4. Timeout taken by Anwil. Pretty pass from Hans van Wayne up the court. And the finish with authority from Vincent Kestelot. Closest this game has been since 17-13 back in the first quarter. You can see still Antwerp with the rebounding advantage. Anwil getting no second chance points at all in this contest. Still not great from the field, particularly from distance for Antwerp, but have played better defense at the start of this third quarter. Look from Kestelot, who suddenly has 7 points. Dave Dudzinski, he's been up and down this season thus far for the Giants. Had no points at all on Sunday in the domestic win over Okapi for Telenet Antwerp. Lido, about time for him to shoot. Hasn't done so in a while. Goes to the hoop against Phi, but misses. Good defending there by Ibrahim Phi. Sanders coast to coast, the scoop and score. And Antwerp down by only 2 points now. Crowd noticeably quieter here. And they've been for quite some time. Again, I mentioned they were slow coming back from the concession stands maybe at halftime as Lido draws the foul against Van Wayne. Maybe that lack of energy from off the court translating onto the parquet here at the Hala Mistrov. Lido the step back three, that's off the front rim. Rebound Kestelot. Antwerp can tie or take their first lead of the game here. Van Wayne against Dow. One-hander is long. Rebound Freymanis, so that chance wasted. Jones backing in against Phi. A little bit too strong on the one-handed. Rebound taken back though, and the three-pointer. Lido rattles out. And the rebound will stay at this end. So finally an offensive rebound or two for Wloclawek. Jones checking out of his first European game with Anwil. Did play in the Basketball Champions League last year with Hapoel Unet Holon. Dow, good defending by Kestelot. Rebound tipped down to Van Wayne. Van Wayne driving. Worked back outside to Sanders, but he goes down a blind alley. And Phi manages to rescue the situation, but down to 8 on the shot clock. Kuczynski back into Phi. Phi, strong move, but Strick going up. Foul called against Szymon Szewczyk. Did he get ball or hand there? That looks pretty clean to me. Maybe they called the body contact earlier. So Szewczyk, his second of the night. And so to the line goes Phi with a chance to tie the game, but has not been shooting well from the line tonight. 1 of 4 thus far. Make it 2 of 5. And gets a second one as well. So finally, parity restored in this game. 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Wloclawek 47, Antwerp 47. Three-pointer Simon, swish. Chase Simon strikes back for Anwil. Sanders at the other end. Phi, long way from the hoop. And then miscontrols off the dribble. That's his mistake, his turnover. Might have been a slight touch there by Szewczyk, but still while Phi had the ball in his hand. So that's definitely the correct officiating decision. Freymanis into the lane, turnaround shot goes down. Freymanis averaging nearly 14 points a game in the BCL this year. He's got 8 here tonight as the foul on the perimeter by Freymanis. Clear infraction there against Sanders by Freymanis. Wayne posting up inside. Now the three-point effort. Kestelot long. And the rebound almost kicked by Roten. And now Lido front court for Anwil. Lido sees the space. He's going to try and drive. By good defense. Lido, though, wants it. Shoots from 3, but misses. Rebound to Kuczynski. Kestelot slowing the tempo down. Now the three-pointer Kuczynski. That's well off for him. Missed 2 in a row from distance has Dave Kuczynski. Roten driving. Left-handed scoop is well off the mark. Sanders quickly front court. But again, Antwerp needs good offensive possessions, not quick ones. Sanders. Three-pointer for Kestelot. No, rebound in, and the foul for Kuczynski. Kuczynski just read the rebound, drew the body contact from Freymanis. That's 3 fouls now on Freymanis. He's complaining. That's a perfectly fair shout for me. And so Dudzinski, the free throw to tie this game up. Beg your pardon. This is to make it a 2-point game. He misses, but the rebound comes to Sanders. Van Wayne into Dudzinski. 15-footer is not in, but Dudzinski, the strong rebound, and again up and in. So 2 putbacks in quick succession from Dave Dudzinski, the lead down to 1. Look at the boxing out. Fremanis with the 3 fouls, not going up physically. And this game really percolating nicely. Perimeter 3 from Sokolovsky won't rattle in. And Antwerp could take their first lead of the evening. Sanders can't get the roll. Rebound Sokolovsky. So close, but instead it's Roten front court for Anvil. Roten, nice little pause, driving in and getting the bucket to go down. Just got Fye on his back foot there, did Tony Roten. Lead back to 3. Fye strong to the hoop, gets the 2 to go. Fye now with 7. Simon, nice screen from Shevchik, but he fades into the paint. Roten with 6 on the shot clock. Pulls up from 3, misses, rebound. Falls kindly for Van Wayne, so Antwerp another chance to take their first lead of the night. Dudzinski to Sanders. Sanders forced back with 6 on the shot clock. Now drives, the dish, the drop off, and the tip up and in. Kestelot giving Antwerp the lead after Van Wayne missed the runner. Strong putback by Vincent Kestelot, and Antwerp in front by 1. Kestelot with 9. 3-pointer at the other end for Simon, goes down. Chase Simon, a huge basket. He moves into double figures with 11 points on the night. To Sanders, the turnover. 3-on-1 in transition. It's banked in by Simon. Sloppy play for Antwerp just as they had gotten their foot in the door. And a timeout taken by Christophe Bechin. So just as the Telenet Giants Antwerp got to the top of the mountain, they have fallen back a few pegs. See that turnover figure really looming large in this game right now.
Come on, guys. Hey, we still switch everything. Guys, you know we have this thing down. Let's switch that. It's a simple switch, especially with you two. Just go.
Sanders with 3 turnovers. Donkor and Klaassen with 2 apiece for Antwerp.
Only 2 fouls, guys. Please foul. Hey, right there. Hey, play hard. Home squeeze. You want to set the screen?
Still, it's a much better position that Antwerp finds themselves in as we approach the end of this third quarter. Is getting that bucket to fall, but struggling a bit in this game as Antwerp in possession could try and go 2 for 1 here and push the ball up quickly enough. Brent Blyenberg in the game. Klaassen back to Blyenberg. Fye does well. Corner 3 here is off, short from Kesselot, but the rebound, Klaassen finishes wildly. And the ball taken down by Roten. Shot clock is off as Roten drives, and he's fouled by Klaassen. That is not what Christophe Bechin will have wanted to see coming out of the timeout. Just have to stay within themselves, the Giants. They're right back in this game. They've shown flashes of good passing around the perimeter. As Roten makes the first of two. See the third foul on the Canadian, Owen Klaassen. Roten makes both. Wloclawek's lead back to 6. And in fact, it's now a 6-0 run. A 7-0 run, I should say, as good defending. Ball falls to Dow with 7 on the clock. Dow is fouled. Don't know what Antwerp was thinking there. Now drawing contact from Klaassen. Is that his 4th? Probably not. Well, they have called it on Owen Klaassen, so it's his 4th. Still on the court here with 5 seconds left in the third quarter, which is curious. Checks out, and Dudzinski back in. Not a shooting foul, so 4.9 on the clock. Roten. 3-pointer from Freymanis is off. Rebound, tip back, and the horn sounds to end a very entertaining third quarter. Back and forth we went. Antwerp getting in front 54-55. But then the 7-0 run to end the period puts Anwil Wloclawek in front by 6 with 10 minutes remaining in this BCL Group B encounter. Take a look at some of the highlights from that third quarter. Finally, a player other than Dave Dudzinski draining a 3 for Antwerp, Vincent Castellots. Dudzinski continuing his strong work. He's got 19 points now in this game. That leads all scores for both clubs. Ricky Lido held scoreless in that third quarter. Reverting to type, Lido, by the way, only 4 of 12 from the field now after his hot start. He's missed 6 shots in a row, I think. Lido with 15, Simon with 13, Roten with 10 now. 3 players in double figures for Anwil. For Antwerp, it's Dudzinski with 19, and then Victor Sanders with 9. And the 3 turnovers. Dudzinski 5 of 6 from inside the arc, 3 of 6 from outside of it, and missing his only free throw. Otherwise, he'd be up to 20 already. Dudzinski, by the way, also with 14 rebounds. That's a pretty impressive stat line for a sub. He's played 24 minutes off the bench. He's got 3 assists as well, you know. So we start the fourth quarter with Anwil inbounding to Tony Roten, possessing a 6-point lead. As this crowd back at full voice, the 3-point shot, oh, nearly a 4-point possibility for Simon, who was bumped. Van Wayne not happy with himself. So Chase Simon, the Detroit native, played a year at Central Michigan before transferring to Detroit Mercy in the Horizon League. He's worked very hard to become a better free throw shooter over time. He has bumped his career percentage up to 73.5%. Shot 82% last year for Anwil. One of only a handful of players back with Anwil this season from last, as a lot of new blood coming into the squad. As naturally I jinx Simon on the first free throw. Three free throws, of course, to come. He makes the second, so the lead is 7. Antwerp is going to win this game. They're going to win it the hard way, having to come back from behind throughout this game. Noses in front for just a few seconds, really, as Luka Rupnik checking back in and running the offense from the point and running straight into a turnover. Shevchik collecting the ball. Wloclawek can take a double-digit lead again as a quick foul call. I think it's Rupnik. Adding injury to his own personal insult, or possibly the other way around. Rupnik 0 for 4 from the field in this game. And another quick foul as he and Dow get tangled up, literally and figuratively. He's never had leverage there, did Luka Rupnik. Rupnik's played in the EuroLeague with Union Olympia. He's from Ljubljana in Slovenia originally. And 22 points against Banderma in the Antwerp win on game day 2 in the BCL this year. That inbound pass comes along to Shevchik, and now Simon from 26 feet misses. Rebound grab strong by Dudzinski, his 15th board of the night. That whistling as 5 penetrates. The bank shot misses. Rebound Roten. Roten strong to the hoop, but not strong enough. Denied by the rim. What would have been a highlight reel dunk. Nice stop and go move. Then the Euro step kick across to Donkor, who gets the 3 to rattle off the rim and the backboard and down. So Dennis Donkor, a big bucket for Antwerp. Off the dish from Rupnik. Simon. We need to dial his range in a few notches. Penetrates into the lane. The floater misses. Rebound Dudzinski again. What a game that guy's having. 19 points, 16 boards. With a pride of Holy Cross. Dudzinski, skip pass. Another 3-point attempt. Misses this time from Donkor. Rebound 5 picks up. Dudzinski resets to Rupnik, so Antwerp with 8 on the shot clock can try again. Donkor, long shots, in from Rupnik. The Polish lead trimmed to 2. Whiff of desperation about that shot from Luka Rupnik, but it went down perfectly. 7.5 minutes left in the 4th quarter as Roten draws a foul on the drive. Roten starting to take over the Anwil offense. Actually extended his right arm into the face of Hans van Ween. But you'll almost never see an offensive foul called in that situation. It was a foul on Donkor on the ground anyway. Whistle before the later contact. So Wloclawek on the outside. Sokolovsky back to Lido. Fakes for 3, drives looking for 2. And that ball, I thought, tipped on the cylinder by Jones, but play allowed to continue with Dudzinski. Another rebound. Dudzinski, solid screen. The three-point jumper missed by Rupnik. That could have given Antwerp their second lead of the night. Instead, it's Roten slowing things down. Roten waiting, driving, hand in the way by Rupnik. Roten gets it back with 5 on the shot clock. He leans back and drains the three. Big shots for Tony Roten. He's got 13. Short stoppage in play here. Igor Milicic on the Wloclawek bench. See Christoph Beckin looking peevish on the Antwerp sideline. Rupnik to Van Wayne. Dudzinski kicked outside. 5 with 6 on the shot clock. And wildly up Donkor, but draws contact, and a bit lucky for me to earn a trip to the free throw line there. That's Jones going away from the hoop. Back to the shooter as well. Never going to get the benefit of the doubt there, as Sean Jones, his 3rd personal foul on the night. Donkor misses the first. 84% career free throw shooter. That's the second one to go, so the lead is 4 with 6:29 left in the 4th quarter. Tony Roten taking over. This is a player with a couple of 30-point NBA games on his resume. Sokolovsky to Tony Roten. Roten drives, gets the hoop and the harm. Perplexed look on Sanders. See, he got the contact there, and Fai could not stop Roten from getting 2 points with an option for 3 as Fai. I'm not sure the foul should have been on him. I thought it was Sanders with the contact, as a free throw missed by Roten, so he's stuck on 15 points. But Wloclawek again opening a little bit of a cushion here. Sanders a long way from the hoop. Drives all the way home. The bank shot too strong though. Rebound Roten, tips to himself. Roten pushes the floor. That time Fai the rejection. Quickly front court. Donkor for 3. Swish. Another big 3-point bucket from Donkor. He's got 7 now on the night. And timeout taken by Igor Milicic. Well, is it a timeout or just a referee conference? I think it's the latter. Just going to go to the video review here. They want to see if that's a goaltend, possibly, or whether the foot's on the line. It's definitely not from Dennis Donkor. There's clear parquet between the foot and the line there for me. Seems strange to bring proceedings to a halt there, but it is signaled a 3 now for Donkor. Missed his first 3 from three-point land, but has made his last 2. So it's a 3-point game with just over 5.5 minutes left in the contest. Chris Dow yielding point guard responsibilities to Roten. Only fair, Tony Roten. Step back three, missing. Rebound strong from Jones and draws the contact from Budzinski. Tony Roten, by the way, an interesting statistical piece of trivia for him. He's the first NBA player in history to have recorded a triple-double in his first career starts. For the Philadelphia 76ers, he had 18 points, 11 assists, and 10 boards against the Houston Rockets in November of 2013. But Antwerp already in the penalty here in this fourth quarter, so Jones to the line, but way short with the first of two free throws. Gets the second to go. 4 points the lead for Anwil Wloclawek. Sanders front courts. Nice screen from Phi. Encore back to Victor Sanders with 8 on the shot clock. Budzinski the screen, then Sanders gets across to Van Wayne, who shoots and misses. Rebound. Should be a shot clock violation, and now it is called as Phi picks up without Anwil having gained possession. They're just not capitalizing on these possessions. Always looked disjointed, that one. And so Wloclawek. In the fourth quarter, the lead has fluctuated between 2 and 8 points. Jones drops off for Lido. He's been guarded very closely by Phi. Lido. Simon will go through the lane, draws the contact, gets the hoop to go, not the foul. The lead is 6. Budzinski, discretion the better part of valor for him. Simon gets the bucket to go, and we're going to take a quick timeout. Christoph Beck-in, not liking what he's been seeing, particularly on the offensive end of late.
Hey, we go one time. Come up. Come up. Yeah, but listen. I want you. Vic, you go on this side. Okay, then you shooting up the ball. Okay? You go with Dave. I want you, people, here. You go out, but you dribble a little bit higher. Dave, I want you to set the low side angle screen. People, you sprint to the corner. Okay? And I want here.
Antwerp had to start their European season early, by the way. Despite finishing third in last year's Basketball Champions League, they had to go through the qualification round. They put out the Swedish club Södertälje, but not without a bit of a fight. They won by 12 in Sweden, but then lost by 5 in Antwerp, going through on aggregate over the 2 legs. But the most fluent of starts. They come into this game on a bit of a BCL losing streak. They have not shot the basketball well from outside, even though they're facing the club that has conceded the most 3-pointers per game in the BCL this year through 4 game days. Sanders, errant pass. Again, not where you want to be with 7 on the shot clock, but Sanders is fouled by Simon. And so Antwerp maybe bailed out a little bit there on that possession. Simon, a reach around foul. Only the second in the quarter on Anwil. Donkor. Budzinski. Sanders. And release. Budzinski has to shoot. Shot clock ticking down, and the block that will result in a shot clock violation. Just not thinking, it seems. Antwerp not realizing the shot clock had only been reset to 14, of course. have to make every possession count, Antwerp, down the stretch here. 17 turnovers. It's amazing they're only down by 6. Roten outside. Nice look for Jones from 15 feet. Misses. Rebound Dudzinski. 19 rebounds in this game for Dave Dudzinski. He's got that many points as well. Castellant back to 5. Dudzinski posting up. Good pass inside. The layup converted by Castellant. Much better ball movement. That possession for Telenet. Brought 4 players outside the arc. Looked like they were going to settle for a long shot, but then the cut to the hoop counted. As Roten finds his way through, wriggles in, and gets the layup to go. Tony Roten up to 15 points. Make it 17. Lead is 6 with 2:50 left in the contest. Sanders kicks outside, 5 for 3, missing by a mile. That is only the 15th three-point attempt in the career of Ibrahim Afai. He's missed every single one of them. Anwil will happily let him shoot from distance all night long. Get another black mark in the three-point shooting catalog tonight for Antwerp as Lido shooting from 24 and rattling in and out. Rebound Dudzinski, his 20th of the game. Castellant goes back outside. Roten tries to buy the call, but inbounds for Antwerp with 2:13 to go. Dudzinski 1 point away from a 20-20 game. By drops off Sanders. And the clock ticking down. Dudzinski from distance, missing. Rebound. Fought for and won by Roten. Lido drives. He's tied up and stripped by Sanders. Sanders front court. Not a good pass. And very lucky Donkor to win the inbounds for Antwerp. That should have been an easy bucket. Instead, nearly yet another turnover. That is a great steal by Victor Sanders. But the pass way too strong, and Donkor off the knee of Roten. Only 1:47 left. By Dudzinski. Need to be thinking threes here. Sanders fouled. No continuation. Wloclawek has fouls to give. Personal foul on Chase Simon. Sanders. Can't waste time here. Sanders, the turnaround floater is up and in. Huge hoop for Antwerp there. Cutting their deficit to 4 points. 91 seconds to go in the game. Wloclawek 73. Antwerp 69 our score. And Igor Milicic will just calm things down. Taking the timeout. To listen in. Very strong bucket from Victor Sanders. 5 of 14 from the field. Coming up big when Antwerp absolutely needed a bucket. And now full court pressure, the look from Christoph Beck in here. Dave Dudzinski, you see the 20 rebounds to go with 19 points as now the Giants sag off. And Roten front courts trying to finally put Antwerp to the sword here. Nine on the shot clock for Roten. Now he drives. Left-hander, no. Rebound pulled down and up and in by Shevchik. And that could very well be that. Look at the strength of Szymon Szewczyk, the 6'10" power forward, just pushing Kestelot away. Perfectly legally, just boxing out, getting position. Trying to convert the three-point play. He gets it to go, so the lead is 7. And it's desperation stations for Telenet Giants Antwerp. Timeout taken by Antwerp. Shevchik now with 8 points. Simon and Roten with 17. Lita with 15 to pace Anvil. Got to get Dudzinski involved here, surely on the perimeter. See that amazing discrepancy in rebounding. But it just hasn't mattered because Antwerp hasn't shot the ball well. They're up to 38% from the field now in this game. In fact, Anvil has fallen off themselves in the second half, only 42% now on the night.
Let's go, guys. Guys, I'll be what you do.
See the experienced Szymon Szewczyk whipping the crowd up. Former star in Italy with City Gas Avellino. Sanders to inbound. Dudzinski. Antwerp must score quickly. Sanders for 3, missing. Rebound. Back to Dudzinski. Kestelot for 3. He misses as well, and the rebound grabbed down by Freimanis. Front court to Shevchik, and clock can't tick down. The foul committed by Van Wayne. Nearly got the steal, actually. Roten will go to the line. He did, just to make contact with the ball and cause Roten to kick it off of his leg, but Roten will shoot 2. This is the first. This is the second, so just a little chink of light here, and in fact, a lane violation probably helps Antwerp, lets them inbound the ball with no time coming off the clock. There's Doncourt forward, got to release soon. Sanders thinks about the 3, instead into the lane. The one-hander is short. The tip is up and in by Dudzinski, so he does have 21 now. Only 39 seconds left. The lead is 5, and front court easily converted by Shevchik. He's into double figures. Dudzinski, 3-point shot here does not go in from Van Wayne, and that is pretty much all she wrote. Antwerp sagging. Lido back outside. He's bumped by Doncourt, so with 15.8 seconds, Lido will get a couple of cheap free throws. But although Antwerp kept pushing and kept pushing. They just could never string enough buckets together to make a difference here in the fourth quarter. They got within 2 points at one stage, 63-61. But as Lido drains both free throws, Antwerp is going to fall to 1-4 on their BCL season. Wloclawek up to 2-3. As the dying embers of the game, last shot missed by Van Wayne, and that will do it. Anwil Wloclawek only trailed once in this game, and in the third quarter, 55-54. Antwerp snuck into the lead, but Anwil closed the third quarter on a 7-0 run, stretched that further into the final period, and although Antwerp puffed and puffed, they could not blow the Halle Misdorf down. This nearly sellout crowd enjoying Anwil Wloclawek's second win in Basketball Champions League Group B. AEK Athens having defeated St. Pablo Burgos earlier. That means it's AEK and Hapoel Jerusalem 4-1. Rasta-Vechta 3-2, and then a gaggle of teams on 2-3. Texut Banderma, Ilan Bernays, St. Pablo Burgos, and now Anwil Wloclawek. Not all over for Telenet Giants Antwerp. They're only one game back of the last knockout stage place, but they will have to improve their shooting and some of their patience, I think, offensively. See some of the final stats in this game. Antwerp not doing it from the free throw line or from the field. 7 for 36, chucking up the three-point efforts. Never going to get the job done. Shame for Dave Dudzinski wasting one of his finest European nights. 21 points on 9 of 15 shooting, 22 rebounds and 5 assists. You see Lido, Simon, and Roten, the three Americans, all leading Anwil jointly in scoring tonight. I'm sure that Igor Milicic will spot some things on film that he'll want to see his club improve upon. But although Antwerp made a game of this, looked like it might be a blowout back in the first half, but Antwerp did climb their way all the way to the top of the mountain before falling back eventually. And as we wind down the fourth quarter highlights, I'm going to sign off. Darren Kilfera here. Very entertaining evening, all things considered. Telenet Antwerp Giants dropping their fourth of 5 games in the Basketball Champions League this year. Anwil Wloclawek up into that fourth place tie. Our final score again, Anwil Wloclawek 80, the Antwerp Giants 71. For our entire FIBA Basketball Champions League crew, thanks so much for being with us here from Poland tonight. Hope you've enjoyed this contest. Certain that Igor Milicic and Anwil Wloclawek did. For everyone here, thanks so much for being with us. We will sign off. Good night, everyone.